Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha ekadantascha kapilo gajakarnakaha lambodharascha vikato vignarajo vinayakaha धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः सूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यद्यद्विरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परःसतम् विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अतिष्ठकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृगां यथा विनिमयो यत् सर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोच्चिधकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. Now with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off. We came up to Slokam number 21 in Adhyayam 28 in Skandham 3, where the dhyanam after doing dharanam. Now, what Kapila Bhagavan is advised is to first do dharanam, which is concentration, and to be able to do concentration, mind focused on one given thing. Swami also taught us the various steps involved, starting all the way from yamam, niyamam, asanam, etc. Then, once I do dharanam, I take my favorite form of Bhagavan, in this case, Srimad Narayana, and so the full form is in my mind. Then he says, once that is done, then now you move to the different angangal, different parts. And that is what he's saying now. So there you start from the lotus feet. We saw that in Slokam 21, and now we will move on to 22. He continues the concentration and the meditation. The meditation is when both the meditator and the object on which is being meditated upon and the process of meditation all vanish. So that comes later, but the concentration now increases. Number 21, we will continue. And in 21, we saw how we start with Bhagavan's feet and how the effulgent, brilliant, crescent moon-shaped nails, right, of Bhagavan's feet. It's so beautiful. The lustre is such that actually removes and eradicates the feeling of separation from Bhagavan. Bhagavan and I are not different. That feeling of separation goes away. It is so beautiful. That's up to the point we came. Then we move to Slokam number 22. Yat Saucha Nisrita Sarit Pravara Udakena Tirtena Murdhi Adikrutena Sivaha Abhute Dhyatuhu Manaha Samala Saila Visrishta Vajram Dhyayet Chiram Bhagavataha Charanara Vindam Yet Saucha Nisrita Sarit Pravara Udakena Sarit Pravara Udakena Tirtena Murdhi Adikrutena Sivaha Abhut Dhyatuhu Manaha Samala Saila Nisrishta Vajram Dhyayet Chiram Bhagavataha Charanara Vindam. Now, Bhagavan's feet, the feeling of separation goes away. He said, what is this Bhagavan's feet? Yat, which is Saucha Nisrita Sarit Pravara Udakena. The washing which feet? Okay, Saucha Yat. So Yat which, Saucha washing, Nisrita. After washing Bhagavan's feet, the thing moves away, coming out of it. Okay, Sarit Pravara, the Ganga, Udakena, the water. The water of the Ganga washes Bhagavan's feet. Then it comes from there. Okay, from where? Yat, that feet. Then Yat Tirtena Murdhvi Adikrutena Sivaha Abhut. This Adikrutena means it is being borne by, it is being carried by. Tirtena, the water, the holy water, Murdhvi on the head, Shiva's head, by Shiva carrying the water on his head, Shiva actually became Shiva, very auspicious. Sivaha Abhut, that Yat, which lotus feet, and the waters of Ganga washes, and then coming from there is borne by on the head of Shiva, and thereby Shiva becomes auspicious. Okay, that feet, Dhyatuhu. Dhyatuhu means the person who is doing the meditation. And he should continue for how long? On this feet. Manaha Samala Saila Nisrishta Vajram. Sailam. Visha Saila Pate, we say like that. Okay, Vishadri Pate. Sailam means mountain. Okay, hill, rather hill. Okay, so Samala Saila. Samala means papanga, dirt. So, Yat Manaha Samala Saila Nisrishta Vajram. Then the mind must meditate on this, okay, till the Samala Saila Nisrishta Vajram. The Vajram means the thunderbolt. Now we saw earlier Bhagavan's lotus feet has got the mark of thunderbolt. But what does it do? It completely annihilates, kills all the mountains of sins that have accumulated. In the mind, the sin or all, papam, punyam, everything is in the mind only. So that is completely removes all that in the mind. So manaha in the mind, samala saila nisrishta that vajram. Then this Bhagavataha Charanar Yat Bhagavataha Charanarvindam Charana Aravindam, the lotus feet of Bhagavataha Bhagavan, Chiram, for a very long time, Dhyayete, meditate on that. This Charanaravindam Yat, which then the Ganga washed that feet and then sprang forth from there, came, and then it was borne on the head by Shiva, and Shiva became auspicious in that process. These lotus feet removes like a thunderbolt, completely pulverizes and annihilates all the sacks and sacks and sacks of papangal that is in my mind, completely removes all that on that lotus feet. Okay, the charanara vindam, the chiram dhyayet, for a very long time you must meditate. Yat saucha nistruta sarit pravara udakena kirtena murdhi adikrutena शिवो भूते शिवः अभूत् ध्यातुः मनः समलशैल निसृष्ट वज्रं ध्यायेत् चिरं भगवतः चरणारविन्दम्. Now slokam number 23. जानद्वयं जलजलोचनया जनन्या लक्ष्म्या अखिलस्य सुरवन्दितया विधातुः ऊर्वः विधाय कर पल्लव रोचिषा यत् संलालितं हृदि विभोः अभवस्य कुर्यात्. जानुः द्वयं जलज लोचनया जनन्या लक्ष्म्या अखिलस्य सुरवन्दितया विधातुः ऊर्वः निधाय कर पल्लव रोचिषा यत् संलालितं हृदि विभोः अभवस्य कुर्यात्. Kuryat is a verb there. Now this slokam very beautifully describes then dvayam januhu. Janu means knee, morangal we say, right? So that knee, what about that knee? Just meditate on that, he says. But see, this knee is not just simple. The mother Mahalakshmi, whom everybody, all the Devagal and including Brahma worship, what does she do? She has kept Bhagavan's legs on her thighs and then massaging. The knees are on Mahalakshmi's thighs and then holding it. She is massaging those feet in a very careful way with very tender, slender, brilliant fingers, hands. So beautifully it is described. So Januhu Dvayam, the meditation now, Kuryat. Kuryat Januhu Dvayam. Kuryat, let us take that first so we understand it. So he's taking, after for a very long time, meditating on this Bhagavan's lotus feet and reveling on all this lotus feet has done. Ganga has washed this, the water has gone to Shiva, the nails are brilliant, like a half-crescent moon. Then slowly my focus goes to the knees, the two knees there. Now here, Jalaja Lochanaya Jananya Lakshmya Akilasya Sura Vanditaya. Okay, and Vidhatuhu. Okay, all those we'll take all this together. Vidhatuhu means Brahma. Sura Vanditaya means the Devagal worshipped by the Devagal. And also Vidhatuhu Vanditaya worshipped by Brahma. Akilasya Sura Vanditaya, for the entire universe, all the Devagal, Brahma, everybody, Vanditaya, the worshipped. And who is worshipped? Lakshmiya. Lakshmi means Lakshmi is worshipped. The one Lakshmiya means by that Lakshmi who is worshipped by all these people. And by what is that Lakshmi doing? She is Jananya, she is a mother. Jalaja Lochanaya, lotus side. And what is she doing? She is Urvaha Nidhaya. Urvaha means thighs. And Nidhaya means placing it, keeping it. And what this Mahalakshmi has done, keeping the Bhagavan's thighs on her, and you focus on the knees there. Once you see somebody has put their thighs on them and then massaging it, you can easily see the knees there. So those thighs, she's keeping that. And Vayam Januhu Kuryat, that you meditate upon. And what is Mahalakshmi doing? Who is worshipped by all the devas in the entire universe and Brahma also, the lotus-eyed Mahalakshmi. Having placed Bhagavan's thighs, Kara Pallava Rochisha, Kara, by hands. Pallava means soft and tender. Rochisha, brilliant, lustrous. They are also bright and soft and tender hands. And what is she doing? Yat samlalitam. Yat samlalitam. Yat urva. Which thighs? Nidhaya, placing it. And Karapallava Rochisha samlalitam. With soft, tender, lustrous hands. Samlalitam, massaging. Okay. That knees that are on those thighs. Kuryat. We meditate upon. And Hrudi. Okay. And when Mahalakshmi is massaging, Hrudi. Vibhoho Abhavasya. These thighs, whose thighs are these? This Abhavasya Vibhoho. Abhavasya means beyond everything, Atitaya Namaha, beyond everything, beyond the universe, beyond thought, beyond feeling, beyond understanding, beyond everything, the supreme Vibhoho, that Bhagavan, Vibhoho Urvaha, that Bhagavan's thighs, Nidhaya, she is placed, and Hrudi, and Samlalitam Hrudi, and the fingers are, the hands are softly massaging his feet, but she has Bhagavan's in her heart, Hrudi, with so much love, selfless love, total exclusive love. She is massaging Bhagavan's feet. Then that thighs, when she has got it on her thing, focus on those knees. Kuryat. Okay? You must next meditate on that. So slowly from the lotus feet, Bhagavan is taking us to, as we take the full Swarupam. The full Swarupam is already fixed in your mind, and we're moving and enjoying every part of it in depth. Janudvayam Jalada Lochanaya Jananya Lakshmiya Akhilasya Sura Vanditaya Vidhatuhu Urvaha Vidhaya Kara Pallava Rochisham Yat Samlalitam Hrudi Vibhoho Abhavasya Kuryate. Now next slokam is slokam 24. Now, then from the knees we go to Bhagavan's thighs, right? Because knees are part of the thighs. Now, the thighs are dark blue in color, but they also shine in brilliance, in white brilliance. And when you look at those, these thighs are the ones that have been carried on Garuda, on the shoulders of Garuda. Garuda carried these thighs. And while Bhagavan is seated on Garuda, and Garuda is carrying Bhagavan's thighs on his shoulders. Those of you who have been fortunate to have darshan of Garuda Vahanam procession in our temples back in India, you know exactly what I mean. Okay, so when Garuda carries Bhagavan on his shoulders, it is so beautiful and extremely special. And when he carries Bhagavan, he is carrying Bhagavan's thighs on his shoulders, because Bhagavan is seated on his shoulders. So like the way Hanuman carried Rama and Lakshmana. So there on his shoulders are seated Bhagavan's thighs. Those thighs, now next you have to meditate. Now these thighs, Bhagavan describes it. When you look at those thighs, automatically you see the Pidambaram, the yellow, beautiful, soft silk veshti that is adorning Bhagavan. And it is draping all the way to Bhagavan's ankles. Once Pitambaram, if you look at, the way it is, that we probably go even look at Srinivasa Perumal, Venkatachalapati, they always will go right to the knee and cover it. And Rama, for example, if you look at Ravi Verma's picture of Rama, okay, that we all have seen, it is beautifully draping all the way to the ankles it will be, and coming all the way from the hip, from the waist, and the waist itself is the hip itself beautifully rounded hips, as Hanuman describes to Sita when he describes the Lakshanangal of Rama, which she asked him to do as a sign of proof. And when he describes, when it comes to that beautifully well-rounded hips, and that is what Bhagavan is. Now, so Pitambaram is wearing, so you focus on the thighs, and thighs are bluish in color, and wearing brilliant also, shining, and wearing the Pitambaram, and which is encircling, like the way we wear Veshti Panchakacham, so they're around the hips and draping all the way to the ankles. Now, also, around the hip, there is a girdle, what we call a belt today, in our language, in English language, it's a girdle. It's called Kanchi in Sanskritam. And that is what then you should now meditate on Bhagavan's thighs. So he describes that so beautifully. Okay, these thighs are carried on the shoulders of Garuda and all that. That slokam we will take up now. Uru Suparna Bhujayoho Adi Sobhamanav. So you would have heard Mangala Ashirvada Mantrangal, the priest will say Sobhano, Sobhamanaha, right? That word you would have heard, that Sobhamanaha means very beautiful, very auspicious. Beautiful not only for the eye, truly beautiful, okay? And then Vojaha Nidhi Atasikha Kusuma Avabhasau, Kusuma Avabhasau, Vyalambi Pitavara Vasasi, Vartamana Kanchi Kalapara, Parirambhi Vidamba Bimbham. Those are the padangal. Uru Suparna Bhujayoho Adi Bhujayoho Adi Sobhamanaha Vojaha Nidhi Atasika Kusuma. Kusuma means flower. Atasika means one particular type of flower. Okay, that is kind of whitish emerald, this type of color it is. Atasika Kusuma Avabhasau. Avabhasau means it's lustrous, like that thing. We'll come to the meaning in a minute. Vyalambhi Pika Vara Vasasi. Vartamanaha Kanchi Kalapaha Parirambhi Nitamba Bimbam. Let me read the padangal for you again, because most of these words are new. Uru Suparna Bhujayoho Adi Sobhamanaha Vojaha Nidhi Atasika Kusuma Avabhasau Vyalambi Pita Vara Vasasi Vartamana Kanchi Kalapa Parirambhi Nitamba Bimbam. Nitamba Bimbam means nicely formed waist and hips. Hips are fully circular. Okay. Now, Uru Sobhamana Vartamana Parirambhi. Okay. So the next here, I'm looking for the verb in this. So the verb we have to take from the previous slokam, Kuryat, Uru Kuryat. The means now meditate on the thighs. Let's continue. Suparna means Garuda, Bhujayoho shoulders. Okay. Adi means on top of. Okay. So Bhujayoho, Suparna Bhujayoho Adi, carried on the shoulders of Garuda. Shobhamanaha, phenomenally beautiful. Garuda Vahanam itself, when you look at, you can picture how fantastic it is. Just even now, if you see a picture of Bhagavan Srimad Narayana on Garuda Vahanam, it takes you somewhere else, isn't it? So it's indescribably attractive. Shobhamanaha, very mangalam, auspicious. And these uru, these ties are not ordinary ties. See, even for us, the physical strength that we have, or the same way if you look at a horse or whatever, the thighs perform a function. They give the strength to the body. Okay? Same way, when we talk about the Purusha Suktam, the uru is called the Vaisyas. Vaisyas are the one who bring resources and prosperity and wealth to the society, that gives the strength, the material, the physical strength. So like that, the thighs give us that physical strength. Bhagavan's thighs are Vojaha Vidhi. Vojaha means they associated with the physical strength, the physical health, the health of the body, as well as the strength of the body, the mobility of the body, everything is part of that. So, Nidhi means it's a storehouse. This is the storehouse. From Bhagavan's thighs is a storehouse from where all the physical energy that you and I have, they all come from. Okay. Now, these thighs are like Atasika Kusuma. They're beautiful, whitish, bluish color it is. Okay. And Bhagavan is Samala Varnan, so you can picture that, how beautiful it is. Avabhasa, they are lustrous like that. Then, okay, so we have seen the thighs. Now, Vyalambi Pita Vara Vasasi. So, Pita means yellow. Vara means exquisite. Okay. I say Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Right? That Vara means something that is exquisite, supreme. Okay. So, this yellow and Vasasi is a cloth. The Pitambaram, okay, we say normally. So this cloth is exquisite, very soft and silkish, beautiful it is. So that is Vyalambi, that is draping down. Where is it draping down from? Right, next question comes. Because we are focused on the thighs, then we see this beautiful yellow cloth. But where is it coming from? It is Vartamana. It is situated. Where? Nitamba Bimbam. And Parirambhi Nitamba Bimbam. Parirambhi means circling around, going around. Nitamba Bimbam is beautiful hips. And this yellow cloth, Pitambaram, which is dripping down, is beautifully encircling his well-rounded hip. And Kanchi Kalapa, also with a girdle around his hip. That is a belt, we call it. Okay, Kanchi means it's very, again, not just an ordinary girdle. It's a very exquisitely beautiful girdle it is. It is like, so you see that. So this is where next you meditate. The moment I go up from Bhagavan's feet, immediately I see the knees. The knees are associated with the thighs. And the thighs are on Mahalakshmi is massaging them. Okay. And then I look at the thighs. Then you see that, oh my God, this is what Garuda carried on his shoulders. You see the Pitambaram and beautifully with a girdle, nicely dripping all the way to the knees, and you can see Bhagavan wearing that. Up to that point, we have come. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Sante 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 Harihi Om.